What did you think of the new Bad Batch season?
Pretty good. I will say, I like how we went from Crosshair was bad, now Crosshair is good.
Yeah, I wish they would have had Crosshair and Cody in it more.
Yeah, or I didn't realize how. It wasn't until I started rewatching the Clone Wars that I realized how important Skip was.
Skip?
Yeah, the guy that had the information that got Crosshair to turn, or when he gave Rex that information or whatever, and to Senator Chuchi.
Skip.
He was one of the
to
random
Chuchi?
clones,
Yeah, yeah, that one.
and then
That
Crosshair killed him.
dies. Yeah. Is it Crosshair or wasn't it a clone assassin?
Oh, it was the clone assassin. That's who it was.
Yeah.
I gotta say I want to know what they're building to. They're building towards something in in that series.
I don't know what they're really building towards, honestly, because that
There's only one
clone
season
assassin
left.
thing's throwing me off.
The what?
I don't know what they're planning to do with the clone assassin thing.
What in the Zillow Beast? Like, what are
For
they
what?
built? Huh?
Oh, the Zillow Beast stuff that they had too.
Yeah. What are they building towards?
I have no idea.
This is your season. These are your last 3-4 seasons of Clone Wars. You realize that, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm like trying to figure out what they're like. Are they built? Because like, I really, everybody hates on how Palpatine cloned himself to like come back to life and made
Yeah.
Snoke. But to be honest, Clone Wars, which was before Disney bought them, was building up to this kind of bullcrap. Like Palpatine had such a weird fetish for cloning things.
Yeah, I like the Mount Tantus stories are pretty cool.
The what stories?
The like that mountain that they have a scientific base at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool thing that they show. Because
Yeah,
you
I
haven't
just
really seen it yet in media.
Yeah, so that's next season, I think. It's going to be all about that. They've built up, I hope they don't pull a Lost and just, like, build up all this crap and then there's no payout. Unless they're planning, like, another series that's going to happen right before Rebels.
Hmm
That
Do you
would,
think what's his face is dead?
who?
Uh, totally blanking on his name. Tech.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I hope he is, because they kind of have been bringing everyone back from the dead in Star Wars.
A little bit. I don't know. His helmet was destroyed, They said they only found bits of him.
Oh yeah, but if they bring the helmet back with no body or anything, that kind of makes me feel like they just took that off and said he's dead.
I mean, I guess they could pull another Echo,
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
but for only one season left, I can't imagine they're doing that. Echo
Yeah,
dies
I hope not.
pretty early on in Clone Wars, and he doesn't come back until like one of the last seasons.
I don't. He came back in the very last season.
Oh, that was the very last season? Okay.
Yeah, because originally that episode was unfinished, and then when they renewed it, they that was one of the ones I actually finished.
What was interesting, so when they do the Citadel, they say an elite group. I'm like, oh, so this is before they had Clone Force 99. I bet after
Hmm
the Citadel, that's when they bred Clone Force 99.
I don't know. I feel like Clone Force 99 was already around. They maybe where they weren't formed as a team yet,
I don't know,
but I
because I
think they
feel
were
like they
all
would have used
around.
them with the Jedi instead
I mean, they
of.
had a pretty good team. They had pretty much Cody, Rex, two ARC troopers, but they definitely had a couple of extra guys that they could have taken out for Bad Batch.
I will say, they. It's interesting when they go on these missions where the clones just kind of show up and just die. You're just like, wait a minute. When you see a
Yeah.
shot and you're counting the number of clones, you're like, okay, there's going to be a clone that's going to die in the next shot. And then they go to the next shot, and 2 clones die, and you're like, where did this Reg come from? I didn't see him earlier.
Yeah, they kind of just. It's hard to keep their numbers straight.
Yeah, I was just like, or like they unload a gunship, and it's like that wasn't very many clones, and then like you look on the battlefield, and there's like twice as many. And you're like, what?
Yeah, it's definitely hard to get a number sometimes.
Or like as they're like they're doing an invasion, like our numbers are getting dwindled, and then like 80 more clones die, and you're like, wait a minute. But okay, well, there's so much to talk about with Clone Wars, so we should probably need to talk about what the hell did they all have for freaking shows that I watched? Oh, oh god, not the Mandalorian.
Bad show. That's all we need to say.
Gideon should have been dead. They should have kept Gideon dead. Why did they bring him back? And then why did they bring him back for literally 2 episodes just to make him a god just so he can get blown up? Like, I don't understand.
That was weird.
Like, the season, honestly, the series should have ended with season 2. And they should have made a whole different series about bringing back Mandalore.
They could have kept it the same series, but they should have just marketed it clear that it wasn't going to be with the Mandalorian. If you said the Mandalorians, maybe.
Yeah, then they could have done a much better job about bringing back Mandalore and everything else there. But instead, it's this weird, just I don't know.
Yeah, it was bad. Bad, clunky.
Maybe they'll
didn't really have any payoff.
Maybe they'll fix the next season. Who knows?
I don't know what they're gonna do, man.
Because they didn't make any money.
I think they just sort of left Grogu, like, and never touched him.
Nope.
But they wanted that money.
And Grogu's like far more useful now.
I mean, he really didn't do anything.
Well, he did like a bunch of backflips and crap. He was the Deus Ex Machina of things. Oh, if we're stuck in this situation, Grogu shows up and uses the Force.
Yeah, I mean, he saved Din by going back, but that's about it.
Yeah, like what he like when he crawled out of the Mandalore mine. Like what? No.
Yeah.
My ass.
Yeah. I was not impressed with the storytelling in season 3.
No. They did a
It's definitely a
horrendous
drop
job.
off. I agree.
Mandalorian was a disgrace. It wasn't even like, but it was a different kind of disgrace, right? It's not like the sequel trilogy, right? It's not. The sequel trilogy, right, was just bad Star Wars.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was bad storytelling. It was bad Star Wars. This was still good Star Wars. This was the opposite. It was good Star Wars. Like we're seeing new worlds, or we're seeing worlds we haven't seen in a long time, and now we're seeing what they look like now, and they're setting up, and we're seeing the cloning stuff, building up to the sequel trilogy. Good Star Wars.
But it's bad storytelling, so that was good.
What?
They didn't visit Tatooine, so that was good.
They're going to next season though.
Probably.
They're going to.
Yeah, that was disappointing to watch. What'd you think of Andor?
Andor was very good.
I liked Andor a lot too.
I will say I don't know what next season's gonna be though.
I mean, it'll be the last season of it.
I know, but I just don't know what they're gonna do. The show could have ended right. The show could have ended right where it was. You could have just joined the rebellion and been done.
Yeah, they could have. They'll definitely probably just time jump and then show that Andor's more probably of a killer at this point.
Yeah, and the girl, what are they? She can't. She's gonna die next season, right?
What girl?
His ex-girlfriend or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of more interested on the Imperial side in that show, honestly.
Yeah, the Imperial stuff's very interesting. I will say though, I don't like the Inspector guy. He pisses me off.
What inspector guy?
The guy, the corporate guy that caused all this shit in the first place,
Oh, like the dark hair, tall, slender.
lives with his mom now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him. He's annoying.
I think he's kind of interesting character.
Yeah, I don't like the scientist. And like I will say it was pretty cool to see like they actually talk about Coruscant.
Mm-hmm.
And because and I never realized in Clone Wars we see that square where the mountain is.
Yeah.
We see that in Clone Wars, but we don't know what it is. I guess now we know what it is. That explains it
Mm-hmm.
now. I didn't realize that until I was rewatching. I'm like, this is the mountain.
The mountain.
I gotta say the it's very interesting seeing the corruption in the Republic and how much the statement the I don't know if nobody ever talks about the politics of Star Wars and how and the statements they make about democracy and authoritarianism.
Mm-hmm.
But after watching as much Star Wars as I have over the past month or so, there's a lot of it.
Yeah, they do comment a lot on it.
My favorite was, funny enough, from a droid storyline where R2 sits on a guy and smashes him. It's the most gruesome death. It's actually the most gruesome death in all of Star Wars because they pick R2 up and the guy's guts are, covered. Is covered in the guy's guts, and then they
Nice.
just, huh?
I said nice.
And his dried guts are stuck to R2 for an extended period of time. And it's like, all right, but it was funny because 3PO's like, it's time to make, you guys need to pick a leader. And he picks three randos and says, and asks them to vote, but I can't tell who wins, but 3PO just picks a guy and says, he's your leader now. Congratulations, you're a democracy. And they immediately all start fighting and trying to kill each other. And it's like, oh, well,
Oh, that's what's going on here.
that's democracy. So that's what a democracy does.
Perfect.
Perfect. Just causes people to fight. Fantastic.
Yeah.
What a great comment. I
No
will
kidding,
say,
right?
a lot of people hate on the politics talked about in Star Wars and the trade talk. I love it.
Yeah, like
Everybody bitches about the Phantom Menace being boring. I think it's cool. Learning, I want to learn more about how did the Republic make money? How did the Republic economy work?
yeah.
How did the trade routes work? I'm slowly piecing it together. How did the banking clan play into things?
Yeah, I think that the Clone Wars does a good job with that, kind of fleshing that out more.
Yeah, it's like it's cool, seeing the fighting and the Jedi, whatever. But like, I like to see in the disparity. I think one of the greatest comments are when the senators are just when one senator tells another senator like, "When was the last time you went home?" And it's like, oh, you know. I remember
This is my home.
Padme said, "When was the last time you went and spoke with your people to see what they want?"
Mm-hmm.
And the senator was just like, "When was the last time you went back?" Probably about this. We probably went back at the same time. Probably back when they got elected.
Yeah. Padme had her honeymoon with Anakin.
But she's been back to Naboo a few times before that. After that,
Yeah.
I gotta say they don't. I will say Clone Wars doesn't do a great job of showing when Padme and Anakin, when Padme gets pregnant. I will say because in the movie, she would have to be like 8 months pregnant by that point.
Probably. I mean, I guess you're assuming that it's a normal thing, so I guess I don't know. But yeah, she's pretty almost complete.
Like, I know twins, you can have twins, twins can be born early, that's actually a normal thing. Most pregnant women, when they're carrying twins, do not make it full term.
Really?
Yeah. Most pregnant women, they don't make it the 40 weeks, they make it like 38, 36 in extreme cases, but that's like a whole month there. That's only 8 months. That's pretty extreme.
Yeah, it is.
But 38 weeks is pretty normal for twins. So it's just like, okay, she could make... But, like, I don't know how much time passes in Revenge of the Sith. It seems like it's not a long time, but at the same time, it might be. Anakin might be there for a month.
Mm-hmm.
So she might have only been 7 months along. But we don't see these rumors of where Anakin dies in Season 7. I don't know. I'll have to rewatch Season 7. But I don't see where the rumors of him dying could have started from.
Yeah, I like Season 7.
Because it's focused on Maul and Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looks like the last time we see Anakin in flesh, and it's not just on holograms, is Episode 9.
Of the series?
Of Season 7.
Yeah, like when, he like gives Ahsoka a wink or whatever.
I think that's when he gives her those lightsabers.
Yeah, but like they're walking away because Grievous is coming.
Maybe. I know it's been such a long time since I've seen this story arc.
But yeah, I think that's the last time we see him.
I gotta
Did
say...
you get that?
What?
I had a question that was off topic, but I was wondering, did you get that new Threads app?
No, I haven't yet. I don't know if I want to, though.
I just got it for fun to see what it was like, so...
It's just Twitter without a trending page. Oh, and your information's probably less secure. Because it's
Yeah,
Facebook.
I kind of just went on to see. I didn't really like it as much, but... We'll see if Elon keeps the rate limits where they are.
They're just temporary. If people paid attention. I love how everybody freaked out. And literally, I read the tweets. I saw the tweets. And then people text me like, damn it. Doc, did you see this? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, Doc, did you see this? And I'm like, yeah. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. I'm like, did you read the actual tweets though? They're like, well, no. And I'm like, read the tweets.
Well, I think they're fine now. It was just the what was it, 600 where he started at was really low.
But here's what I said. I'm like, do you realize how many tweets 600 is? I guess if you go to a trending post and read every single comment on it, yes, you will hit your limit. But do you realize how long that will take? Like 600. Let's say it takes about a minute on average, maybe 30 seconds to read a tweet. But some tweets are very long now, because they don't have the limit on there anymore.
Well, like, I feel like it's faster than that because you, like, scroll through.
Well, yeah, but if you're like me, you read because, like, I don't follow that many people, so all the tweets I see are, I read them.
All right, but Twitter's not your main thing. So let's say for Instagram, how many memes do you go through a day?
I thought about that, but then I realized I don't go through 600 reels.
You send me almost like 100 things a day in our chat.
It's not 100. It's
I
at the
don't know.
most.
There's been some days.
Some days, yeah. Okay, there would be certain days that I would hit it, but sometimes it's because I just get on a good streak. Like when the Titanic memes hit, I sent every single one that I saw. Like I couldn't help it. They're so goddamn funny. Hello?
Yeah, they were funny. Sorry, Roxy was licking me.
Ah. Oh my god, the Titan memes were so good. They were so goddamn funny. I couldn't help it.
They were funny.
I will. Something I noticed with at the end of season 3, the animation in Clone Wars gets a lot better. When those last 2 episodes where Ahsoka gets taken after
Mm-hmm.
the Citadel, when they're on what I don't remember what planet that was on. I was so pissed off because I was like, "Ooh, this is a really cool planet!" Like, because like the plants are bioluminescent and like transparent.
Yeah.
I was like, "This is a really cool planet." And they spend like 5 minutes, and then she gets kidnapped and then gone. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?
Then she's gone.
What? This is the most interesting planet I've seen in Star Wars, and it's just gone."
Yeah. Just gone like that.
And then the fish people. Then we're in the fish people arc, and it's like I remember watching this when it came out.
Yeah, I hated that.
Did they
Definitely. What?
in the Mandalorian? Did they show uh uh the the prince from
The
that
what?
arc in the Mandalorian?
Say that one more time.
So in the Mandalorian, when they go to get the Mandalorian cruiser
Mm-hmm.
from that group of rogue Mandalorians, I wish I knew
Yes.
the clan names, uh, and they had to get that the what are their freaking names? God, Akbar species.
Okay.
Is that the prince from
Uh,
Water Wars?
I don't think it is, but I don't know for sure.
I'll have to rewatch it and see what name they say. But it
Bless you.
it looked and sounded like him.
It could have been.
Prince Lee Char. Or Cha, yes. That's who it is.
Was it actually him? Did you look?
No, but I just saw the name. I don't know what episode to even look that up in. I have to get out of the Clone Wars here.
I don't know where you looked that up.
Well, we're gonna find out here. We gotta go to Mandalorian. Actually, I gotta check to see if the new Guardians movie is available. I haven't seen it yet. I gotta see if it's on Vudu, so I want to see if it's available on Disney Plus.
I will say that Mandalorian episode with Jack Black and Lizzo is maybe one of the worst Star Wars things I've watched.
The droids are interesting.
I mean, the droids look good, but I don't know. It was just pain. I don't. It was painful to watch that.
Oh, looks like the Mandalorian is still experiencing that glitch where I can't watch it on the computer. Well, I hope that didn't
Weird.
just screw up my my stuff. Because I've been happy being able to watch on the computer. I haven't had to watch on the iPad. But oh, okay, never mind. It just picked right up where I left off last time.
Nice.
All right, cool. Well, anyways,